Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. Since last episode I haven't really done much at all, however I did open up a new one of those big giant chance cubes, because I still had a few of the chance cubes left, enough to make a new one, and this thing popped up. So we now have, after all of the terrible luck we had with the, as you saw in the time lapse, we now have a giant dome with some trees in it and some grass in it, but also it is the only place around here that mobs can spawn, so there are tons and tons and tons of mobs inside it, and unfortunately it's one too high to be able to get into it, be able to get underneath it, and it's one too low to be able to jump up to it. So we're going to have to work out, well, just put something in there to get up to it properly. We've also got the chunk at the end of the episode. The chunk got reversed. It's a good job this wasn't here at the time, otherwise that would have been a real mess to clean up. But we've got a lot of clean up at the top of the world there to do as well. However, this gives me an idea for the main base I'm going to build. Actually, I might actually use this as the kind of the first part of the main base, and I can extend it out. I can put some stuff down on here. I can put a water meter down, right way down to 1, and put another one of these columns in, all the way down from bedrock to build limit, and then we can actually build from that. We can build out wherever we want, on whatever Y level we want, and extend this out however much we want. So this gives us quite a nice, once it's lit up anyway, quite a nice platform to build off. But I do want to make it spawn proof at some point. We're not going to worry about that in today's episode, where you can see how many mobs, just how many mobs are in there though. Crazy spawn rates up on the mini-map at the top right there. But anyway, today we're going to be making quite a huge leap in both the technology but also in kind of the danger level in this season. So far it's been a little bit tame. I've been very safe. I've been using these half slabs on the bottom, so I don't really have to light much up, but I've put all of these torches around the edge so that it is actually light. But today we're going to be going wither hunting. Well, I say hunting, it's more kind of wither trapping, because I want to build a little wither cage, which means I'm going to need some reinforced obsidian. To make reinforced obsidian you need a few things first of all. So in a sag mill, you can see here I've got some coal, so I'm going to need to crush this up into coal powder, and then we're going to use that coal powder to make dark iron, and then that dark iron is used in huge quantities actually to make the dark iron bars and the dark iron itself, the ingots, and then you use those along with some obsidian to make the reinforced obsidian, and that is witherproof. If we look at this stuff here, witherproof, and the recipe for this is 4 dark steel bars, and some obsidian of whatever chisel variety you like. I do quite like obsidian as a block. It's got quite a nice kind of dark purple texture to it, so we may end up building with it at some point, either in this season or in one of the new seasons I've got planned coming up soon. So I'm just going to I'll make some of this with you now as well. So if we make sure this is in alloys only, and we put those in like that, and we can keep filling this up with the parts as and when we need to. So this is going to be a fairly laborious process, I suppose. Just coming into here, where's that? That's that. And you can see how long it takes, even with an octatic capacitor in it. So I'm not going to let you sit through this. Not going to make you sit through all of this. I'm just going to get on and build enough of these, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to do the reinforced obsidian. Okay, so I've now got enough. So if we come over here, you can see I've put in part of the recipe already. So in here, if we make up some of these dark iron bars. You get 16 per one of these recipes, so we only need 44 in total, so that actually gives us 48. And then we put these into here. Aha, it's the wrong way around. And there we go. Okay, so we have 11 of these reinforced obsidian, and that should do us for now. But I've also gathered up enough of this dark steel to be able to do a bit more with it as well. So if we place these in like this, I thought it was like that. Let's have a look at the enchanter. Getting all these recipes wrong today. Where's the enchanter? There it is. Ah, upside down. Yep, so now we've got the enchanter, so we can actually start enchanting our armour and weapons. And speaking of armour and weapons, we can actually make a full set of the dark steel armour, which is really nice. You can upgrade it and make it a lot better than it is on here. You can add all kinds of stuff to it. So there is the full suit of armour as well, so let's put all that on and have a look what we look like. Bit silly, but never mind, that'll be fine. I usually take the helmet off when I'm recording because I quite like that style. So there we are. And then, but this means that we can have a bit more protection when we go into these fights with the withers, because I am hoping that I build this cage right, but it may go horribly wrong and the wither may escape. You never know. So the next thing we need is some soul sand. So if we come around here, we can get some sand from here, and then we can chuck that down in front of the atomic reconstructor and push the button, and this will turn all of this into soul sand. So we've got 4 of them to do. We need 4. Yeah, that's plenty enough. Okay, so let's head out down to the first platform. We've got everything. We've got the reinforced obsidian, we've got wither skeleton skulls, we've got the soul sand, and I've got my sword. That should be everything we need. So I want to make sure that this is actually on a platform so that we've got enough space to grab the nether star. And then I want the reinforced obsidian, and I want to place, I'll do it just off to one side here. So place the first one down, and we need a gap in between. So I'm going to use sand as a well, actually, do I have anything else? I might actually have to use, I can use the obsidian for a minute. So I'll take that one out, put an obsidian in. So now I can actually get up. Now you need to build a, not with obsidian, with reinforced obsidian. That'll be bad. Right, I'm going to need a better pick to mine all this stuff out. That living pickaxe that we made has pretty much now run its course. So we do actually have enough dark steel to make a dark steel pick. Let's grab a couple of sticks. Plenty of sticks. Can't wait until I get flight. A long time coming. It might work on flight in the next episode. We'll see how much time we've got left today as well. There's a problem working obsidian as it takes so long to break, even with this. There we go. Okay, make sure we use the right stuff now. So we've got a 1 block gap, we've got reinforced obsidian, and we need to build this in a 3x3 around that 1 block. And then another piece of scaffolding and the last piece of reinforced obsidian on the top. Now if you haven't seen one of these wither traps before, the way it works is that the wither is 3 blocks tall, and when it spawns it has kind of an invulnerability period where it can't be hit, it can't be damaged at all, and it glitches through blocks. Basically it phases through blocks. And so you build the wither on here with the foot of it just there, and then the other 3, the arms on there, the body and the arms there, and then you place the heads on here, and it'll stand upright from its feet, and it'll stand up through these here. And then when it actually spawns fully, it'll explode, so you need to stand back from it a bit, and its heads will be inside these bits here. Its main head will stick up above, but it won't be able to see you because you're down here underneath these blocks. So the two side heads will be within these blocks and will start firing out, but because they're within the blocks, the kind of skulls that it fires out won't actually be able to do anything because these are wither-proof. And so that's the basic idea of any kind of wither trap, really. I think later on in the season we will be building a much better wither trap, a kind of automated one. Probably with Draconic Evolution. There's some nice mechanics within that to be able to trap and kill withers very, very quickly. So I want to try and mimic what I did in Hermit Pack, where I ended up with about 15,000 Nether Stars, and I was able to run Nether Star generators pretty much constantly. And it gave me a really nice source of power. It was one of the first videos I did, was a wither boss killer for Biffa, actually, when he was doing the Hermit Pack season. I came up with a design based around the phantom places from Actually Editions. So anyway, I'm going to place this one here, and this one here, stand way back, and hope that I've made this correctly, because this may go very, very bad. Okay, so you can see he's aggroed, he's taking damage slowly, and now he can see me, but he's not actually able to hit me at all. So I'm going to make this a little bit better for myself. Grab a bit of... What on earth was that? Something hit me. Grab a bit of the stone slabs. There we go. So we can actually replace some of this which is damaged here. We have Cyanide Epic as the wither boss here. There's probably just a little gap. Yeah, there is. There's a little gap where he can still see me. Right, okay, so I need to really be inside it. You see, he's gone up. Probably because I went out of the range, actually. So now, so long as we're underneath, I can just keep attacking him. And you can see he is taking damage, and he is taking damage more when I attack him. Are we safe under here? Yes, we are. There's plenty enough space for the Nether Star to drop. And when we get this first one, it will really help out with what we're going to be doing today. I only really need one Nether Star. And there we go. We got the Nether Star and we got a Crumb Star. I don't know what these are. What can we do with these? If we go to uses, we make biomash out of it. Put it in a culinary generator. I have no idea at all. No way to make it, so it is just an ingredient. Seems like it's food. Can we eat it? This will probably end up killing me, so let's eat up first. I've just eaten them, so I can't actually eat it. So yeah, I don't know what that is. I'll have a look, see what it is. But so this does work. It's just could do with some tweaking. It's probably a bit high for this level here. While I'm walking across, it can see me and it rises up a bit more. So I need to do some tweaking to it. But it suits its purpose for now. We've got the one nether star that we actually need. So let's actually use this. Looks like Jack Sucks at MC's joined us. Look at this. I forgot to mob-proof the wither spawner, so it's covered in creepers at the moment, but yeah. It says MHF Mushroom Cow, but this is Jack Sucks at MC's skin. Just thought that was funny. So what I actually want to build today is the Quantum Quarry. So I think I've got enough power to run it, I've got enough storage to get everything out of it, and I can tweak it to what I want to get it out. So with this, there's quite a bit to making this, and I don't think I've got all the stuff I need. Well, I definitely know I don't have all the stuff I need yet, but we should hopefully be able to get it within this episode. So for the Quantum Quarry itself, we need the nether star, we need 4 stone burnt, and we need 4 endstone. Now the endstone's pretty easy to get, I can get it on bulk, but it is manual. And then the actuators, these are going to be a little bit more difficult, because I need the stone burnt and the endstone. The diamond pick's easy to get, but I need these end rods. And so these end rods, I can either try and get some blaze rods, which is possible. I can make one of those porcelain dolls and then turn that into a blaze and then kill the blaze. Hopefully get a blaze rod. But there's a lot of setup to do with that. And you need popped chorus fruit. And so I'm going to need chorus fruit anyway to do this recipe. And with this one, a shulker pearl and a regular chorus fruit, that will make a single end rod. And I'm going to need 6 of these. So I need 6 chorus fruit and 6 shulker pearls in total. And so with these, you can get them from sieving. You can get a diamond stiffened mesh with compressed ender gravel, and that will give you a 10% chance to get shulker pearls. It'll also give you draconium dust, which is nice, and it'll also give you ender pearl powder, which is also very nice as well. And then the other thing we need, if we have a look at this, is the chorus fruit. Now these you get from the chorus plants themselves, which you can grow on endstone, and we can get these. Where is it? If I go to chorus fruit here, is it chorus flower or chorus? Yeah, chorus flowers. You can get from in a heavy sieve with string mesh with compressed ender gravel. So it's this compressed ender gravel we're going to need in total to get everything. And we're going to need a string mesh and a diamond stiffened mesh, which I've already got, so that's no problem at all. So to get the endstone that we're going to need a lot of these. I'm going to kind of jury rig my machine here, which is getting obsidian. So if I take this top bit off here and I take out the water, this will fill up with lava, and then when it does, I can chuck a glowstone into it. It is quite slow though, so it's going to take a long time to get enough of the stuff that we need, especially because we're going to need it in kind of stacks. So I'm hoping that there will be a better way to do this. It's just this is how we have to start off. You know, at the beginning of every trail it's manual and difficult, and then when you finally get to a stage where it's easy, you don't need the stuff anymore. So yeah. So I'm going to do this for a while, let this fill up, and essentially I can just hold down right click and go AFK, and this over a period of time will give me a lot of endstone. So I'm going to leave this AFK for a while now, and I will see you in a bit. Okay, so I've made up a few of these compressed cobblestone here. So I want to, the compressed ender gravel. So I've got a diamond stiffened mesh in here, and I want to see if I can get a little bit lucky in the first kind of 4 of these. I've built up a little bit more, but I haven't really got that far at the moment. So I want to put these in here and just see what will come out, and just see if we can get lucky in the first couple. We need a chorus flower and shulker. No, this is the chorus flower we're looking for here. Oh no, it's the shulker pearl. So we've got one of the shulker pearls first. That's good. We are going to need 6 of these in total, but it's the chorus flower I'm really looking for with the string mesh. So we didn't get any on that one. But we got one in the first, so that's good. So if I swap that out for the string mesh and put these 2 compressed ender gravel in as well. And we'll see what comes out of these ones. Now that I've got the enchanter, it is possible to actually put these in and enchant these up. Give me, I think it's fortune 3, efficiency and luck of the sea you can get on these. So I got nothing out of those 2. Wow, okay. So I'm going to need to gather up a lot more of this stuff. We've got one of the 6 shulker pearls we need though, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to gather up a bit more and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so now after a long time of crafting up, I have been able to get 37 of these compressed ender gravel now. So we can come back to here and put the string mesh in, because that's going to be the most important. And I'm just going to put these in a few at a time. And then see what comes out, so we're not losing any of these if we get enough of them. So I'm hoping that the drop rates will be better. There's one, excellent. Actually, I'm going to let this one go through, but that's all I'm going to need for the chorus flower, because we can actually get more from the chorus fruits that drop. So nothing dropped out of that one. So if we swap the meshes, and so now we can just put these in here and hope to get the other 5 shulker pearls that we need. So let this go through. I think I'll need to get another end stone to put this on. Didn't get one then. I'll leave that going. I'll get one more end stone. So get a bit more of this. We'll come over to here, drop that in, and then I think I'll put it right on the edge here. Put that one there, and we should be able to grow this end fruit. There we go. And that will grow up over time, and we'll grow up into a tall chorus flower. Or chorus plant, and I'll be able to harvest it then. See if I've got some bone meal. I don't know if the manure works with this, but can definitely have a look. Let's hope it does. Doesn't seem to, no. Ah well, that's okay. We'll wait for this to grow up, and in the meantime we'll see what's come out of here. Got another 3, so we've got 2 more to get. Ah, excellent. So that is the 6 we need. I'll take that out, keep this for now, just in case that chorus flower doesn't work. Might need more. And we've got a 7th as well. Don't know what else you can do with these. Should we have a look? Pearl. So what else can you do with them? Pearl blocks. That creates the end rods. We can create dragon eggs with them. Wow. With dragon's breath and dragon hearts. Doesn't seem much point in doing that. I don't know. And that's pretty much all there is. Interesting that you can create dragon eggs with them. Aha, it's starting to grow. So I'm hoping this grows up further than that. I'll leave it and see. Okay, so the first harvest of the chorus fruit actually gave me 10 chorus, or the chorus plant gave me 10 chorus fruit, so that should be enough to create all of these that we need. And then I've got all of the stone burnt that I need. So if I put these into there, that will give me the actual quantum quarry itself. and then I want 6 of those, 6 of those, and then what else is it? Aha, more endstone and a diamond pickaxe. So I'm going to need to gather up a bit more endstone, and I can make diamond pickaxe. Do I have any endstone? No, I don't. A bit of crushed endstone and some smooth endstone, which I made by accident. So yeah, I need to get a bit more of this stuff. Kill this guy. Who are you? Ogni. I really need to spawn proof that bit over there, but doesn't matter for now. Now come back over to here, I can put a bit more of this into here. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to need, what, 24 of these. We're halfway. So now the pipes are filling back up again. I'll leave that to go for a bit and make the first ones of these. I'm actually going to need 6 of these, aren't I? So I can make another 5 of them while I'm waiting. So there we go. And I need to put these in one at a time. So I can put those 6 in there, and this should have filled up a bit now. There's another 3. So 9 more to go. Shall we get the first few of these? There's 3 of them. Now we should be able to get the rest. It's a slow, tedious progress getting this quantum quarry up, but once we've done it, it will be really nice. There's another guy there. Gonna have to kill him off. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. So come back over here, we can put these 2 in. Got 4 now. So we need 1, 2, 6 more. Hello, Mystic Drew. Wonder what you need to do to be able to get your skin in one of these. To get your name and your skin in this pack. Or in any of these packs. Is it the FTB crew? I don't know. Or the Sky Factory crew. I've seen a couple of faces I recognise, not many though. Okay, so we're now halfway there, we need 3 more of them. 5 and just this last one. So while we're waiting, I can work out where I want to put this thing. Okay, so if you haven't seen one of these quantum quarries set up before, they're quite easy to set up. First of all, you need 2 scaffolding blocks, and then you place the quantum quarry on top of that. This is just to get access to it underneath, because you need to be able to get access to all 6 sides of it. So now we can take down the scaffolding. You can walk underneath it, and then these ones you place on the bottom, on all four sides, and on the top. So I'll place a little bit of scaffolding up here, and grab the last few of these to make the sixth one. There we go, that's plenty. So now we can place those in there and get the last one of those. We'll put this on the top and that's it formed. So now this thing will need a few other things. It will need power, and it will need a lot of power as well. So I'm going to use most of the things we got last time, the solar panels. Got 59 of these. I'm going to use a fair amount of them to power this thing up. Get rid of all of the stuff that I don't need. I'll probably keep that as scaffolding for now. So of course we can just place these around the edge, which I think I'm going to need a lever to turn it on and off. So if I place these ones on here, that'll give it plenty of power. These quantum quarries have a bad habit of creating a lot of lag, especially on servers. It's probably not too bad on this single player world, but they can cause a fair few problems on servers. It's a good tip if you find that the server you're playing on is lagging on modded Minecraft. If it does have quantum quarries, go around the players' bases and see if anybody's running a quantum quarry. Turn it off and the lag problem may solve itself. There are a few things you can do to actually eliminate or at least minimize the amount of lag that this causes. You can see I'm giving it a fair amount of power here. I'm also probably going to need... No, I'm not. Excellent. I thought I was going to need to actually light up underneath it, but it doesn't look like I am. So this should be getting plenty of power. And we're going to put this onto redstone on, and I'm going to grab a lever as well. Put those back in there and a lever. I've got one now. So the other thing this will need is a storage crate. Okay, for now I'm going to put everything into a small storage crate here. And so I should have enough of these. I can put in these planks. So it is one small storage crate. I think I will make another one as well. I've got enough to make 3 of them. There we go. So that'll be plenty enough storage for now. And you can place these around anywhere basically on here. Somewhere that connects up to the actual quantum quarry itself. So I'm going to place those 3 in there, and these, when I turn it on, will quite quickly start gathering a lot of material. Now this is going to do a lot of things for me. This I'm going to filter it out. You can put a filter in here. You can see if present, the quarry will auto destroy any items that do not match the filter. So you can whitelist and blacklist various different things. So you can essentially, this works the other way than a normal filter would. If you want to whitelist stuff, then you need to blacklist it on here, and so on and so forth. So we will be able to cut out say all of the cobblestone that we don't need, and so we'll just get the andesite and the dirt and gravel and stuff. And we're getting Inferium Essence, we're getting Prosperity Shards, Black Quartz ore, we get all kinds of stuff from this. This basically rips through an entire biome, collecting up as much stuff as it possibly can, and depositing it all in here. So at the moment you can see it's running through a cold Tiger Hills biome. Now with a biome marker we can actually change that biome, and I think what I'm going to do for a while at least, I'm going to go make up a nether portal, go into the end with a biome marker and make a hell biome marker, and then come back here, put it into this, and this will gather up all the netherrack, all of the nether quartz, and various other things as well from the end. Sorry, from the nether. And I can also do that with the end as well. I can go through to the end and gather up as much, I suppose, endstone. If there's any end ore there, it'll probably get some obsidian, and it'll get draconium ore as well. So I'll gather up a load of different stuff like that. You can see this is running really nice and quickly, but we are going to have to take the cobblestone out of here. I don't really want to store it in the things we've got, because we've already got enough. We've got thousands, millions probably, so I don't need any more. But this, I'm hoping, will gather up many other stuff as well. I'm going to put a silk touch book on it so that this cobblestone will turn into regular stone, and I can use the stone more than I can use cobblestone. But yeah, I'm going to leave this to go for a while. I think though that is all I've got time for today. We've built up this quantum quarry. This is one of the things I've been wanting to build well, since the beginning. I hate not having the resources to be able to do stuff, and this will finally give me all the resources that I need. I will be doing the environmental tech miners as well, to be able to get me the stuff from that which you can't get from this. There's various different things you need from each of them that you can't get from the other. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.